Alright, so they're going to basically hoof it to that position. They're probably going to go back and grab them because they have to do a long walk afterwards. So there are 2 transport trucks in here if they decide to take enemy stuff and go off-road.
Ground. Yankee. Radio check on 15.
Solid copy, Yankee. Read you 3x5.
I'm not sure you're allowed to
Yankee,
stream
that's
the special patch, even though you get it on the stream version. But then again, you know, what about porn?
Well, probably won't have a lot of use for you.
Maybe
but
it's for that.
You might be useful for some quick recon or something.
Viagra and schedules are the cure for harems. Okay. Okay, fine.
Copy. Repeat after no use.
Yeah, I won't probably have a lot of use from you, but you'll probably be serving as some kind of overhead recon. How copy?
I'm asking Bloodwing to get on so she can explain.
So we'll see.
So I copy, Yankee. I understand that our equipment is Mark 1 eyeballs at the moment, but it'll have to do.
No, Malin has a point. Yep. Bloomer just texts back, okay. So here, Bloodwind will come on and we can ask her if having a harem is legitimate. I mean, what would be worse, though? A harem or destroy Dick December? Okay, Bloodwing, like, logistically, is a harem a good idea? Like, let's say 8 girls. 8 girls, each a different personality, and at least 2 are sex crazy. So why, like, do you think, like, how do I put this? How long would the guy last before he literally, like, passes out because he's, like, you know, a shriveled up shell of his former self because of all of this snoo. What do you mean you'd stop at 6? Is 6 still a harem? I guess technically, but...
Alpha is contact northwest.
Alright, I'm gonna go invisible, so set yourself as invisible. I'm gonna teleport us in a second.
Solid copy. Are you able to detach a team?
We will have to kill them before
Okay,
we keep going to the objective.
So if you need to say anything, just put it in group chat.
Can you detach a team to secure the
Yeah,
area?
Alpha is about to kill them. No worries.
Bravo's moving in as well. Go to the right, boys. Go to the east. Don't go to the open with the
Oh god.
Macro view and make it that on the 50.
Bay timed out Barbarian.
You sent that on 50.
Hey, BMP in the compound.
Moving alongside the mountain.
What did Barb say? I'm confused. Do I even want to know? Probably not. The assumption of a harem for Snoo is all wrong. Okay, educate everyone, Bloodwing, please. What would you say?
Pushing through the compound.
I will need a pack. What is the medic? Say again.
Alright, I'm gonna spawn another squad back here and bring them in as
Welcome
QRF.
to Alpha, Citra.
We've pushed into the compound. Mocking up right now 1 times MTOB crews.
Who the fuck called out?
Solid copy. Clear the area, rejoin with
Someone
Bravo.
called an MTV as a BMP.
Bravo's right here.
Yeah, then double time it. They already know we're here, so let's hit that base as soon as we can.
Do that for all of these? Yes, it did.
On the way. Solid copy.
At max, probably 7. Jeez. It's usually 5. Okay, I was way off. See, this is why I called in an expert.
Alpha to ground. On the way back, we might be able to tow the MTLB out of here and take it.
I don't believe we are scrapping vehicles anymore.
We're not?
Yeah, High Command, correct me if I'm wrong.
You can still tow them back and scrap them. It's just we're not doing wrecks anymore because there's no way to get the physical wreck out.
Ah, Rex, okay, fair enough, thank you.
So no to wrecks, but if it's like a damaged vehicle, you can still tow that out and get money or RPs, whatever we call it.
So it copy, good shit. Alpha, mark it, and we'll take it on the way back.
Already marked.
This is Bravo. We have an M113 on the road to the north. We're currently entering a compound that's right before it.
Solid copy. Move to engage.
Oh yes, the opposite of a harem is just simping like crazy. What?
Is the 113's turret glass just floating for you, or does it go full below?
It is just floating. Advanced. It's advanced armor. It's I don't think it's even attached to anything. Advanced. What the Hey, technically the 50 cal turret's also floating.
Yes, it is.
Advanced. Add freaking bands.
The enemy holds the 50 cal in place with sheer will of mind.
It's literally like, what the heck is this? It's amazing.
Well, 3 hasn't hit. It should be dead.
Solid copy, Bravo. Neutralize all contacts.
Hey, firm, we have a squad of infantry moving from the north. We're currently engaging them.
Solid Alpha. If you can, try to maneuver to the northeast.
Sorry if I'm distracting you with that.
No, you're good, you're good. I mean, we're having an intensive chat in Twitch right now about harems, and my girlfriend's joined in, so it's great.
Will do.
Nekopar is a harem with extra steps. Yeah, something like that. I'm not gonna lie. Personally, for me, 2 max. I could not handle more than 2. 1 is great, but if I really thought I could, 2 max. Yes, you are more than welcome to cosplay it, Boo. You definitely, you can cosplay it. Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead. Just coconut. Well, no, Bloodwind. If you want, again, we could get all of the friends from your dance group together, and we could totally do the entire cosplay of Nekopara.
From the southwest.
We've had that idea up for a while now.
This is Bravo. We're also moving around. Be advised in the town there's some kind of 50 cal something firing on us whenever we try to cross the hill.
Solid copy. That's why I advise for a lot of white smokes. Use them.
Barbarian has anger.
Close the gap.
Oh shit! Hey Opus, you remember Sergeant 10?
Yeah.
Dude, his daughter was born today. He just sent me a picture.
Oh, congrats to him.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering where he was been, but that kind of explains it. He had a kid on the way.
Or maneuver around, see what you can find.
Be advised, we have an ML3 with an autocannon in the town. Unknown if it's active yet.
Yeah, don't poke it yet. We might be able to capture it.
On the way.
ML3 just went active.
On the way. On the way. On the way. On the way. Solid copy.
They just knocked the 113 turret, so I'm trying to have it fall back.
Also pushing to the wall.
Understood.
Whew, something's causing something.
On the way.
They see that there's actually.
Bravo has pushed up to the wall.
Yep. Nah, the AT rifle can punch you that easy. Alright, I'll BRB, I'm memory leaking. Whew. Harems have been around since forever. Not just in anime and stuff, but in, you know, life. A sultan and his mistresses, for example. Remember hearing a lot about that in history. So, if you can detect the memory leak quick enough, you can just relog and it'll fix it.
Bravo has entered the first compound.
So has Alpha.
Solid copy. Clear every building and look for any kind of intel. Refrain from using...
I'm back if you want to teleport. If you want to attach to me
Refrain
again.
from using any high explosives in the buildings. We need that intel intact.
So all my AI would have just done garrison, so I gotta re-garrison the squads up north, but other than that, it's only take me a minute.
Nothing actually in Garrison.
Oh, the stuff up north did, but I guess since it was in combat, the stuff in here did, stayed.
Copy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever see that your frame rate just starts randomly stuttering, just log off and log back in, because it's a lot quicker than leaving it for a minute and then just having to completely restart your game.
We have at least one ammo truck in this
I just
vehicle. In this
blow that
compound.
dude up?
The
Check.
pistol.
Solid copy, Bravo. That's gonna be for airlift.
Intel has been found.
Solid copy. Read it.
It was a picture of anime and it showed nothing when they opened it.
Understood.
That wasn't the intel, guys, but... Alright, I'm gonna start garrisoning the next spot. They found I put a picture of a Neko in the barracks, and they think that's the intel.
We'll find the other one.
I'd hope they'd find the other one.
This is Bravo again. We found more intel.
Solid copy. I've been briefed by your guys.
had the 113 drive away, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. I'm pretty sure when they hit that thing with a PTRS, it causes the Zeus to memory leak. I don't know why, but I've noticed that. It's a constant. What's worth it, Boo? Is it worth it for cosplay? Honestly, Boo, any cosplay you come up with is a good cosplay. Dealing with that real quick.
Alpha, can you move to the northern edge of the town and assume a position there?
All the way through the town?
A firm, if you get into any trouble, we'll send Bravo to help you.
Check.
This is Bravo. We recommend also use those trucks with MG3s mounted on top. They are very good.
Agreed. Use whatever you can find.
So I'm just readjusting the garrison stuff here. Cool.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Alright, Undead Cog, thanks for the
Recommend
7-month
to air.
resub. I
You
hope you
read.
keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. Oh, yeah, no, one of Bloodwing's best cosplays was a Ceres Victoria, because she made her own anti-tank rifle, and it was glorious.
Ground command to air. Do you copy?
Air, this is High, do you copy?
This is Yankee. What is it?
Stand by for relay from ground. Ground, send message over.
So copy. Relay to air. We have 1x fuel truck in the FOB at Ashafari. We are calling in for the pickup of the said truck and retrieval back to the island.
Roger, stand by, High. I gotta check something. Wait one.
Alpha to ground.
Send it.
We have reached the northeastern edge of the town.
That's fine.
Town seems to be clear. We are holding.
Solid copy. I want everyone to assume defensive positions until air comes and picks up the truck. I do not want an incident like 2 ops ago.
Can we not just drive the ship back?
No, it needs to be airlifted to the island.
So can we not drive it back to a safe position?
Yes.
Air, this is High. Ground is requesting you mount in the Sea Stallion for a tow of an Vic back to the main island, over.
Airlifter? Confirm.
Yes, confirm airlift a Vic from the mainland to the island so it can be cashed in, over.
Alright.
Air, you back on net on the new heli?
Tempesto?
Yep.
Did you copy my last?
No, you didn't say anything.
Well, what's stopping us from taking the truck back to a safe position and waiting there, rather than on enemy territory?
Generally, I wouldn't have an issue with that, but last few ops, wherever we dropped the vehicles, always someone showed up and schwacked the airlift.
Not saying we should drop it, saying that we can move back to a safe position.
We could just pull back to the fob we came from. It's not far. We can just take every vehicle here.
Yeah, solid. Everyone pull back into the vehicles. There are 2 trucks as well. We're gonna tow everything back to the FOB, grab our own trucks, and then proceed to the Bohemia,
On the way.
aka research base. How copy?
Roger that.
Alpha's coming back.
Alpha, hold your position. Command team is gonna grab the 1 truck and pick you up.
Solid copy.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Blow, and send them the Saris pick. It's pretty funny.
Wilco.
And yeah, rest in peace, Oda Khan and all the other Khans. I hope it doesn't bleed into Colossal, but it just might, because that's the Khan I really enjoy. Not for the anime, but for the fact it's a giant indoor water park that we can stay up super late on and has a bunch of bars, and it's fun.
Fuel truck moving out.
Don't forget, someone should grab the MTOB.
Bravo, can you
I will
tow
tow
that?
it since I'm first out. Actually, no, I'll tow the M113. You guys tow the MTLB.
Alright, so we're 30 minutes in. They took a fob. They're pulling out to bring stuff out, and we'll see how things go. Otherwise, I've got infantry coming down to kind of, you know, just do a counterattack. They're going to bring
This
Vix
is
back.
Macro up to high. I just got these things back to M113 and now both the vehicles are destroyed. Could you please heal them?
Those red Avengers are connected.
Yeah.
Hi, do you copy that?
Yeah, stand by. It's one of these Vix. They don't like the Zeus interface.
Temp, not everyone's in.
Thank you, hi.
Whew.
Did anyone check the MTLB yet?
That's a negative.
We'll grab it.
I'm gonna leave the bodies. I think they're gonna come by and tow that. I think he's gonna follow the riverbed up. He should be careful about going too high, because these Gephards might start shooting. Shit. Can hear the rounds clicking by. Yep. Need to take a hit. He's giving me a heart attack with that, man. Took another hit. I just don't want those things to get shot down because they're expensive as hell, and I know Tempesto would have another aneurysm.
This is Yankee, send it.
But I want to thank Bloodwing for,
Yeah, it seemed useless. You guys can just tow it. Also, this radio doesn't work in here.
So I copy.
Yankee's RTB.
Alright. So they brought all this back.
Bravo's back at base.
Alright, so that was handled. QRF has re-entered the AO, and they're going to go back north and hit that spot.
All forces, this is ground command. Be advised, we can utilize those gun trucks we have taken from the enemy because we need any additional firepower.
Bravo agrees.
On the way.
Alpha agrees.
Put that
So
squad
take your
to be
boxes
mobile.
and shove them in those trucks.
Deleted that group of bodies. They're going to basically take the trucks out of their, excuse me, the ammo boxes out of their Zil trucks and load them in the other Vics. That's fair. We'll see how things go. Otherwise, how's everyone's Easter doing? Now that we got a little bit of time, players are reworking stuff. This is, staying about at a 25-person operation. 23 right now because Jason and Andrews keep crashing out, or I think Jason's having some mod issues and Andrews is just not able to get it. I mean, Chow, I think the better question is, why aren't you playing Animal Crossing when you aren't playing Animal Crossing? It's a great game. Just get Isabella to say rip and tear. Speaking of bunny rabbits, I've been watching a fox run around in my backyard for the past hour. It's been very cute.
Tarmac, and we'll continue on.
Coding new units for an Arma 3 mod.
Where will
Good
we
luck,
continue,
JFax.
Snape, huh?
Mad respect
Sorry,
if you can do it. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, we'll be going.
Is it bad form to
due
join
northeast
mid-mission?
further
No.
into that weapon research
It just
facility
means
towards more Dhaka.
you'll be picked
mark
up
the
at their
route on map right now.
convenience because, you know, they have all these other units to manage.
Do you want to start driving out already?
Credit recovery for your school. Nice.
Yeah, you can. As soon as you're all set up, let's move out.
Alpha's loading boxes, we're done.
Solid copy. Understood.
Yeah, so I want these guys to waypoint, but I think they're... Yeah, let's grab that and move that back. These guys
On the way.
have to do an internal patrol of the town.
I'm gonna check in on Jason there and see what music it is.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they hoofed it. I don't need to pick.
Alpha's moving.
We'll see how things go here. Yeah, oops, all eggs. I get that, because they're doing an Easter Bunny special thing.
All forces observe the dismount point, but don't take it as a literal
it's Fluffy's
point. If you
birthday
see
today?
some
Nice.
better place along the way in the vicinity, feel free to suggest.
Alpha copies.
Yeah, righto,
Bravo, we're
JFAC.
already
That
back in
sounds
the
about
town.
annoying
We
as
assaulted earlier.
it is.
I think we're pushing ahead a bit too much because there's enemies all over the place, so we will turn around and drive back until we meet you.
Solid copy.
What is this called? A truck
Two
M.
squads from what we could see.
Alpha's gonna dismount in the military base. Yeah, that's hostiles in the military base.
Grand, Yankee.
Send it.
At base on standby. Craig. Requesting a bit of
Solid copy, Yankee. We're currently re-engaging the forces that have moved back into the town which is cleared. We're dismounting and clearing the contacts and then continuing to push on further northeast towards more Dhaka.
They're knocking down.
Mountain.
Alpha copies, we're heavily engaged in the fog.
Yankee copy. That's steeper away from radio. Is there a middleman or should I land on guy up here and comms?
Solid copy. You can land at the FOB.
Specify your craft. MI8 or the 9's Huey.
Stay with the. Wait one.
It's a pretty ballsy move to do that.
Huey's 8 passengers.
Yeah, solid copy. Do we have any reinserts waiting?
Oh, my Easter's going good.
There's a few
Woke up
people there
early,
anyway.
worked on the ops to keep things going for this
Solid
morning.
copy. If there are any reinserts, yeah, stay in the QE.
We had
It's the most
cinnamon
nimble of
rolls.
them all.
It's great.
Copy. Relocating to Dyer Huff here, FOB.
Solid. You can land there and hold position. Alpha Bravo, sit rep.
Alpha's finishing up clearing the FOB. Do you want us to mount up again, or do we move on foot after this?
So, mount up again. You will not be hiking.
Check.
I'm gonna go put this guy in the machine gun of that Vic. Yeah, righto, Alpha. Thanks for dropping by. Keep them in here.
We just found more enemies.
Solid copy. Alpha Bravo, whoever is capable, move up to the edge of town and push them out.
Alpha copies, we're gonna dismount and clear this town again.
So the first half was me to shoot out the wheels, and the second half was AI. Because, you know, vehicles charging ahead, that's what I do to them. Makarov is using the other guy's body as a bullet shield, so I believe Rich has like 50 wounds on him. We just found more enemies, yeah, right? Stay in the open for me, buddy. That was fire from Roos. Couldn't scope down because it gave me that glitch.
Alpha Bravo.
Gonna teleport for... Oh, there's Rich.
Alpha has reached the edge of town. No more enemies for now.
I mean, yeah, he ended up getting mag dumped because the AI decided to just mow him down, so...
Disregard that. He just died. We lost our vehicle, but we got a new one.
Solid copy then. What do you mean you lost your vehicle?
Got shot with approximately 1,000 bullets from an MG3.
Okay. Mark its position, and if it's not fully destroyed, we can tow it back to base for scrapping. Once we return, of course.
Yankee, stand by south of the outpost in Daira here.
Solid copy.
They're working on the 6 bullets I put in Crusader. It's a little pet peeve of mine when you have players, when they see a contact, they just stop what they're doing and aim, and they're like right in the middle of the open.
Alpha's ready.
So I've just started decking people that do that. Which I will admit is a more mean thing to do.
Bravo is mounting up
But-
with Arma, but we're fine.
Partly about knowing that the AI is somewhat inaccurate, and you
Yeah.
have that to include.
Bravo, we are kidnapping your casualty.
More often than not, that first few rounds are going to just miss you, or...
Repeat, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We're kidnapping your casualty.
I mean, I'll just start, you know, dropping people here and there occasionally that do that to try to correct that behavior, but otherwise, we'll just
Good copy.
see what
We'll
happens.
find him.
Oh, he's up. Nice.
Now they're just gonna mount up and keep going. I'm gonna teleport us up to close to their dismount point.
This is Bravo to Heli, do you copy? This is Yankee, send it. 3 died from Bravo, and possibly some from Alpha as well. They need reinserts.
3 died.
Copy.
Ooh.
I'll head out and meet them at the airfield. They use the pole.
Alpha took no casualties.
Be sure to inform all your players that they need to use the pole always. Repeat last name.
This is high. There's a marker. If they can't read the map, then I can't help them. Yeah, so I know Bread DC'd. I don't know what happened to him, but I know Rich was the guy that... Oh, okay. Never mind.
Richie was the guy that got mag dumped.
Yep.
And Jason Gray has been having...
Yeah, I think he's having issues with TSB assets.
He's been unable to import his preset, and he's going through and manually ticking off the mods one by one.
See, what I find interesting, though, is he's a T1, so I don't know how he has this issue, you know?
He's returning after a long break.
Probably.
And it happens. We've got...
Yeah, the rare
Recommend to
occasion.
all forces be advised, looking at the state of map, we're pushing dangerously close to the current front lines between the greens and the blues, so exercise additional caution, because there might be hostiles we haven't faced so far.
I don't have any blue boys for this one, but future ones maybe.
Ground, Yankee.
Yankee, go ahead.
2 from Bravo. That's the outpost. You want them airlifted, or should they take the car?
No taking additional cars. You're gonna airlift. I'll give you a marker right now.
Copy.
Watching these people come up. Alright, body delete time.
Yankee, this is ground.
This is Yankee.
Be advised, grid ref 086081, just north of the previous FOB. Command will be waiting with the truck to pick up the reinserts. Alpha Bravo on the same way. Proceed to the objective. How copy?
Repeat last.
Alpha Bravo, continue on your objective. Command team will pick up reinserts and bring them up to the front line.
Good copy. Yankee copies your last 086081. ETA 1 Mike.
So copy. Marker on map.
Alpha and Bravo have reached dismount.
So copy. While we reach the area, Bravo, you have the
Yeah, the roads
control
on
of the platoon.
Good copy.
Whatchamacallit, the roads on Alric are pretty
pushing in
trash.
up the hill from the dismount point directly north. We'll also take the vehicles with us because they're good fire support. Hey, when I said dismount, I think it's obvious that the gunner should stay in.
Macro.
Yes.
Wrong net.
Hey, Iopus.
Yankees 30 seconds south, following river.
Iopus. Okay.
Solid copy. Command pickup is waiting at the T-junction. You should see a small truck.
I mean, they don't have any more planes, so no surprise. But they brought command back. They're gonna grab 2 people as reinserts. Oh, Tootie, this is still one of my favorite maps. I wouldn't say it's my favorite anymore, but I would say balance-wise, I think it's still my favorite. Speaking of goats, like, all things considered with what you can do with this map, it's still probably my favorite. However, I've been growing a very particular fondness for Gulf Coast. It's just, you cannot do large-scale ops on that. It just gets too laggy. How does one make a map in this game? It's a very complicated terrain editor process. Shout out to all the map makers that know how to bear it.
Alright, Alpha, move in. Bravo, stay back.
Leopard
wait for you to
northwest.
continue moving.
Leopard northwest.
Yeah, exactly, JFax.
Good copy, don't move in. Exactly is it?
Leo 1.
Where exactly is it?
No. Looking down the dirt road.
Which
Good
road?
copy. So it's watching southwest.
Nim's putting her truck in front. Oh, this could
I
be
see
bad.
the marker. We'll move as drawn on the line. Nobody crest the fucking hill. If you crest it, I'll shoot you personally.
Now they're
Come on,
backing
boys,
off.
start following the car. Alright.
Tim's driving the reinserts up. So shout out to Night of Izzard, people like Icebreaker, the guys that, you know, that guy that made all the GOS maps, including this one. Well, Valk, enjoy the snow, man. I thought it was snowing for a second, but that's just leaves. We had a 30-second snow shower a few days ago. Like a passing cloud decided to drop something. It was really nice. Because the wind chill was crazy. What's Iopus?
Jason Gray's handling shit.
It's fair. Yeah, Installation 04 is out. I'm gonna do something special with it. I just haven't had the time to actually go and work with it yet. We've moved. I mean, I bet people are still down for talking about harems, whorems. Personally, I just like to cuddle. If I could get one cuddle, that would be great.
Ground command to Bravo.
Hmm.
Are you in a truck currently crossing the road?
We're not crossing the road. We're about to soon, though.
Yeah, we are just past the dismount point with your reinserts. Tell me where you want them dropped off.
Just follow us. Just don't drive into the leopard.
Solid copy.
Oh yeah, I see the special force squad.
Go on normal. I can't understand you.
Oh, sorry. I see the special boys squad.
Yeah, so I got one special group in the actual objective, another one on standby to call in, but at the angle they're going, I'm probably going to have to reposition them again.
Infantry. From here, move west into the town and do your stuff that an infantry person does.
Alpha copies.
By sheer luck, I think they've picked one of the best angles to actually do this objective on.
Without any prior recon.
Well, they did a little bit of recon to avoid the tank, and that honestly shows that it's enough, you know?
Yeah.
Find something big, stay away from the big thing. It's that easy. I always want snods.
There's a giant battle tower to our north. I assume that is what our objective will be. Also, there's a military base to the west. That's the exact marker on Mordaka. Bravo will move to the military base instead of moving to the town, so you'll be on your own, Alpha. Sorry, we'll move to the battle tower instead, so we can clear it. Don't want to get killed from there.
I'm gonna quickly set up some air QRF.
North of us, like 100-200 meters approximately.
Do you want us to move in while you do that, or do you want us to wait?
You can move in, just don't get killed by the battle tower if it has a machine gun or something.
We'll move left of the road into the military complex.
Armada.
Alright, shooting start. I'm gonna give it a minute and then mobilize.
On the way. Understood.
Now I'm gonna reposition this tank to go at the T intersection. Oh, if you have enough money, anything can work. Money is what makes the world go round. Just a fact of life. You want a harem full of fact. Ay, ay, ay. Insanity or dedication, or why not both?
is Bravo. We are not clear the battle tower, we will just demo it instead. So stay clear of it.
So copy.
Yeah, so with most of their force staying up on Overwatch and only a small group going down, it's causing a little bit of issues. By being on that big piece of elevation, they're now going to get shot up to high heck.
Once you demo convergence and assist Alpha, push to that fortified position and research base, whatever it is.
A firm.
So I need Bravo to know.
Tower doesn't explode from sat put on it. Can you add keys for us?
Say again?
If the battle tower doesn't explode from the satchels, can you end keys? But
It went off.
Exploded.
Good job, Bravo.
Do you know why they did that? Because I don't.
Blowing up the battle tower?
I guess to deny fortification, but I've never seen the players do that, so I don't know. I'm confused.
Just to prevent players from doing stuff like that. But maybe I'm just special.
Ground command to both Alpha and Bravo. As you're moving to the fortified position, be warned there are several infantry IAC or suspected. They're prone near or around the trenches and bushes, so advance with care.
The scary part is the tank's still moving around. And that truck with the 50 cal's getting shot up by the Dishka.
Get this corner cut back.
Alpha, sit rep.
On the way.
Trying to have this rogue squad push the smoke. I got air QRF coming in about a minute and a half, give or take.
Alpha, I see you are down out there. I'm coming with my medic times now.
Ground command is now trying to rush to Alpha's position to support.
Ground. We have eyes on the supply truck in the base to our northwest.
Gonna ungarrison the squad at both fortifications and try to send them up.
On the way. Roger. Welcome.
Yeah, ground, sorry. Squad lead enters, he got taken out, the leopards southwest of us.
The rear set in front.
Oh yeah, we'll need help, yeah. Our medic's down.
Someone should shut at me.
They just have a rocket go over, or did that hit it? I think that went over. Yeah.
I think it went a little high.
Oh, truck just went up. Rush just threw a grenade and almost blew himself up.
This is Alpha to AC on 50, I'm waiting at the FOB for Windsets.
No, this is Yankee, I'm south of the fog.
Most of Bravo's hit. Bad Wolf doing a good job putting a lot of MG on that Huey.
Ground, Yankee.
You got a few of them in there.
Like one.
Yeah, Ground, we're getting absolutely shit on.
Bravo, what's the situation?
Copy that.
Bravo, this is ground command. Come in.
We'll go.
Ground, this is Bravo, line 4 out of safety, copy.
Solid copy, send it.
Confirm, we've got at least 3 men down where our truck is burning, including the SL.
Solid copy.
Russ is on a good job to actually, like, clear out an entrance here.
And entrench as much as you can. We're currently broken.
Dowling just tried to move up to him, but the Vic just spanked him.
Yeah.
It's because they missed that AT shot. If they didn't miss it, there would be a lot different story.
What is that Vic from?
Huh?
What is the Vic from?
That is a frickin' what global mobilization asset.
Oh,
A
cool.
lot of the assets are global mobilization.
Alpha, orient whatever little you have to the front left of us.
Yeah, that's already happening. Everyone who's up is with you right here.
Ground,
Solid.
Bravo, got guys reporting there to see you at South Base, so front of the Southwest.
Solid, if you can, deploy smoke and pull back. Try to regroup with us. I will provide you with the marker in a moment.
Crusader is injured but doesn't appear to understand that.
Russ is moving up. Crusader just took a frickin' 12.7 or 14.5 for the face from that APC. Roos is gonna go for the. Oh, he just got kabloodle. He's still up though.
Somehow.
He just took the AT, the Carl Gustav.
Understood.
How is he still alive?
Because he's desyncing. Oh, he flipped on his lag switch at the perfect second. Oh, there he goes. He tried to Andrewsa his way out. It didn't work. So meanwhile, ground pinned down on another side. It's because they spread their squads way too much, and now the squads can't support each other.
Ground. Yeah,
Even though it's not technically a force split, it's a force split because they,
advise.
you know, they're too far for being able to support each other because they came from a hill.
Be advised, if you can drop them safely.
I'm gonna send another wave of QRF in a few moments.
Southeast of the dismount marker.
Trying to get this Huey to fly around and do gun strikes.
093. That would be grand.
Yankee copy. 103.093. Break. Do you want me to fly in low? Is it that dangerous there? I still see that leopard mark.
I believe Leopard has been taken care of, just moving along the valley as the road goes, and drop them and wave off quickly.
It was called in too.
Again.
Copy along the valley and low. ETA to Mike's.
Solid copy.
Yep, all of Bravo's now down except Dowling. I think Dowling got back up.
Yep.
Alpha's mostly back up.
I mean, I don't mean to sound mean, but this is kind of how I want. Like, if you do only infantry in a combined arms op, this is how it's kind of supposed to go. Especially if you don't. If you send one squad of infantry to take a main objective that is as critical as this one, this is pretty much how I envisioned it anyway. And I hate to sound mean, I hate to sound anti-player fun, but it's kind of how it works when you don't, you know, bring the right... It's like it's bringing a knife to a gunfight, you know?
At the same time, stuff like this.
From the south.
I hope they learned from it. Sorry, it's hard to hear you over the gunfire. What?
Getting your face kicked in the right way is fun.
Yep. They just shot the heck out of the chopper and actually killed the gunner. I'm gonna have it wave off.
Dowling will just Save the use.
This is Bravo. Since we are one vehicle short, we'll take a new vehicle with us.
What's your beat
So
up
we're
rate?
going to be waiting for you, helicopter. Copy.
As the snake flying in to drop off a reinsert or two.
On the way.
Alpha, did you read my last?
I'm gonna take a few captives.
We will in a second once everyone's pretty much back to normal.
Copy.
Did we kill the Leo?
I am assuming so because I heard a large cook-off.
Yankee RTD. This is Bravo second, a little before...
It's captive time!
The Leo was driving fine, and the squad was also alive still.
Despite me saying it.
Unless somebody
Hey,
killed it
we got
after
hostiles
Bravo
southwest,
died.
nope.
As far as I know, it's
Another
alive.
Fuck you, Ibis.
Hi. Not my job.
Ooh, this one has a medical backpack.
On the way.
I hate that Ace removed the ability to toss frag grenades while you're captive.
Shh. It's okay. Ooh, that's the second rocket they've missed on that Vic. Jeez.
Bravo Yankee.
There were some people from Alpha Lone looking like her. You want to grab them?
They're all dead.
This is Bravo, yes. Everyone's in a
Oh,
deck, right? Yes. All of our dead men are currently inserting with new vehicle. Copy.
To be fair, Makarov was just telling everyone in Bravo to respawn. I'm like, fuck that.
Cag.
Because to my knowledge, there were still people from Alpha near our position, and we were going to get help sometime soon.
Possibly, but you guys, like, separated way too much.
Solid copy. Solid copy.
But
You got him.
On the way.
Yeah, he ran into, like, 3 people.
how is this thing still
They
alive? damn it?
finally killed it. And
Yep.
all the flames are popping out of it. Put the radios.
We'll strip them in a second. It's okay, we can do assault rifle testing on them.
But this is supposed to be an auto rifle, not a WA-2000.
Oh, you silly Arstoltskins. Or whatever the heck you're called.
Wait, we're back on that campaign now?
I mean... Oops. You don't need that, you don't need this green thing, you don't need those grenades, you don't need that gun, and let's see, this guy I can't even interact with his inventory.
He's a captive.
Wow, he grabbed a lot of experimental stuff that he wasn't allowed to touch, but I guess we'll be taking that back. And you don't need that radio either.
Oh no. Oh, come on.
Hey buddy, how are you doing?
Well,
Okay.
You like jazz?
Copy.
sure.
Alright, who wants to have an assault rifle tested on them first?
Well, if it ends this quickly, sure. Why
Ground, Yankee.
Excellent.
Send it, Yankee.
Dimitri, bring the assault rifle.
Repeat last mission,
not? Sure,
right?
send it through my skull.
So
Make sure it's massive.
Go, copy.
Okay, so this is what we like to call an AK-47. It's our newest device. Who wanted to volunteer? Maple Leaf Man, was that you?
No, that's why I didn't see
yes,
you.
is my
I was
name.
flying low.
Okay. Excellent. See, we have single shot and full auto. And then you can reload it like that. It took us years to make this. Which is strange, because if a country were to reverse engineer it, they'd probably mass produce them in like a week. I don't know. Damn game physics. Now, this guy's in front of the doors. I don't think I'm going to be able to... there we go. Awesome. Okay. Excellent. Now to make adjustments. So, this guy has died so hard that he's literally fallen into a water barrel. That's unfortunate.
That's pretty incredible. Okay.
Now, who would like to test the next prototype?
Yes, Bravo is in the fob right now. I'm picking up my guys about to leave.
Okay. Let's drive.
Come on, it's anyone's go. Oh, that's not a prototype. What's going on? Oh.
Help us.
What's that?
See you on the other side of the Hesketh.
Shut your mouth!
He's down.
I said shut your mouth!
On the other side of the
I'll blow his head off, I swear!
I'm getting.
Say hello to my little friend! Oh, he just magnum... You blew up the building! Jesus, you blew up the frickin' building! Damn it!
Alpha, we need help in the fucking compound.
This is Bravo with 5 men. We're moving as fast as we can to you. What's your current location in it?
We are near the barracks. We are found prisoners.
Good copy.
That's the power of the PTRS.
Have the vehicles been killed? All the ones who were attacking the escorts, the tank, the Gepard.
I'm dying you. Get the fuck down, get down. Dude.
Take their vest.
I'm an angry scientist and I demand my respect. Oh god, that's a lot of bodies.
Sorry, have to deal with the mask guys. What was that?
Copy, close right, straight in them.
Kill all the angry scientists.
Jeez, look at all the bodies. Both player and AI. This is a bloodbath. He's shooting through the camo net. Grenade landed next to him, but... Quick, he's reloading! Shoot him! I didn't say that over level.
Got him.
I got him.
Didn't expect this much shit here. No, but like right fucking. By the way, you guys out. We got intelligent AI. Crossbound, by the way.
Hey, Firm, what do you want me to do about them?
Bravo is almost with you boys. We lost our RPG, so we have to stop to loot him.
We still have enemies southwest from us.
Good
Where'd my
copy.
tank go? Oh. Fabit found it.
Stabilizing these guys. Got Shaba.
Whoa.
Gonna RPG it. Do it, Fabit. You missed again. That's the third miss today.
Advise, we're coming in as this. Please don't friendly fire us. We're gonna have our lights on.
You're coming in what?
Zil, one of the Urals.
Yeah, copy. They're coming in the fucking truck, don't
Whew.
See if it's enemy or not.
Northeast,
Enemies
muscles.
behind us.
I love how Luxie's going prone and crouching to shoot the guys.
We're almost there. Don't die.
Nice.
Where?
Behind us. There's more behind us.
I'll give it to him.
That's a good shot.
Be advised, Alpha. If you die before we reach you, you're gay, so please don't die.
How many up are there still? 3, 4, 5. Wait, no, with Kalen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 6 up. Plus Fabit is 7.
Alpha, you still alive?
Yeah, the remnants.
Probably what I need.
We have now reached. We're looking for the enemies. Where precisely are they? To your south, you said?
They're pretty much all around us.
Copy. We'll see what we can do.
There's 5 more coming in.
That's northwest, southwest. The Ilu's down.
Nim's getting in this truck to get in the machine gun. And she gets shot up because of the fortification on her right.
We have reached you. We're inside one of the bunkers.
Nice.
Now these guys are dealing with QRF over here. It's like a Black Hawk Down level incident.
No, bro.
Ground to Yankee.
This is Yankee, send it.
Be advised, you have another row of reinserts at the FOB.
Copy.
Whew, that's messy. It's devolving to single people running around trying to stop the enemy.
Can you take care of our fucking medic? Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Alright, well, CPR that guy.
Oi, Fabit, no. Yeah. I'm pointing at it.
I see him.
Yeah. Somewhat.
Send it.
Let's see, we meet again.
We have Platoon with us, Platoon medic.
You're getting okay.
But he's taking care of Luxie for now.
What?
Did you go CPR that guy that I was telling you about?
He has lost a fair amount of blood.
It's like Caleb got Nim out.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's got a heart rate, he'll wake up on his own. I'm going back to my guy. Medic's got a heart rate, he'll wake up on his own.
It's blood, this guy.
I need blood. Enemies behind us again. Yeah.
South behind, south.
No, no, give me blood. I'm bandaged.
Lux is up, Lux is up.
Yeah, Lux is up.
Here's your blood. Keep an eye out for a medical
We have
crate. I'm
enemies
low on
south.
blood.
The onslaught will continue. Who's gonna outlast who?
Inram's northeast also.
They just keep shooting through all the shit. No, so, Lux, you up?
Yeah, I'm up.
We're ready to fight.
On the way. On the way.
Someone got eyes on a medical crate.
Fuck it, I'm gonna take the vest.
Understood. On the way.
Oh, they actually have it.
Now they're out working on Prozzy and Nim up there.
So far, we have a Vic coming in from the north.
All forces, ground command is being reinserted into the area right now.
M2? Okay. I'm coming.
They're trying to get D-Atomic up over there.
M113, M2 north with more reinforcements. If you copy, Bravo.
Four RPG misses. Freakity frack.
Bravo, what the fuck are you?
And reinsert heli's coming in.
Alpha, do you read?
Yes. We're busy with an M113 right now.
Don't.
He needs blood.
Yankee RTD.
Sorry, copy. Alpha, be
these guys
advised,
right here.
reinserts have jumped out at the decimal LZ marker and are moving north into the town. How copy?
It's another 6 guys coming in.
On the way.
I read you 1 by 5.
Whew. They got Nimia back up. They're working on Karn.
They have no more arms. They're completely red.
Bobby.
Yes.
I have 2 tourniquets on myself.
No.
Alpha Bravo DC, ground command to AC. Ground command still down and take command.
Do you have? Yeah, you're out of blood, aren't you?
Yeah, probably out.
But we can't get in a vehicle because there's enemies on the other side looking at the vehicle. This one is
Alpha
a shitty
Bravo,
two-seat.
sit back.
Babbitt's finding the stuff.
All forces, this is ground command re-entering the town from the southeast, half southeast.
Good copy. I would tempest them.
Yes.
Alpha and Bravo are not on this net. I'm pretty sure they're all dead. Or at least their commanders are.
It's Crusader and Hadav still there. These guys coming in.
We're rolling in with the medic.
Say again?
We are rolling in with the medic from the southeast.
Copy.
Babbitt just had a few shots go around his head.
I gotta go try and find it.
That's why I'm taking the fucking sniper rifle.
Throw it in my bag. I need all of it. I'm out.
This has gotten very crazy, but Chopper's gonna take another few moments so I can get a new group of infantry coming in.
Okay, fine. Let's go.
I saw. M113 watching.
They do have a medic coming up, so hopefully he'll be able to blood bag those guys and they'll continue to move in.
Yeah, I'll see if I can put his arms back on. I can't wake him up though. He has no blood. I have no blood. My backpack. My backpack.
You can see him talking in local, trying to coordinate things. For the most part, they're very, very separated.
You almost have this though.
I mean, they do have it, they just don't know it yet. So they're talking about getting shot through walls and stuff, but if you notice, they have a thin wall and it's a 50 cal, so it's penning. Also, where they decided to have their little medic area, it's under a truck, and you have to go uphill to get there, so they've been getting shot and they haven't realized it. Oh, balls. That's not good. Ay. Make sure you're on Whisper, by the way. Alright.
I'm just waiting for the cook-off to knock one of those buildings.
I hope not. But it looks like QRF's coming up. Bad Wolf, Dowling, Tempestal are running up to see what's going on.
I am back from my vacation. Alpha is ground. Are you alive?
Ground alive.
Well, like I Bird told me earlier, we took the intel. Can we leave now, or is there anything else for us to get here?
I hope they don't leave yet without grabbing the remaining stuff.
Ground, do you copy?
ground copies. We need 2 more pieces of intel.
We need more intel. No, we need 2 more pieces for some reason. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need you.
That's 2. We need 1 and 3.
All forces, be advised, we have the weapon schematic 2. We need schematics 1 and 3.
We already got one of them, so we only need 1 more. Be advised, Air, I believe that was the U Paragon U.
Oh, someone called again.
Bravo, that was Bravo Yankee. That was friendly ZU.
So now they're not going to call an air anymore because there's that's ZU. That heli's going to wave off.
From south, the 2 men from south.
This is Bravo to ground. We're moving westwards with me and a small team. We're looking for any enemy stragglers on the west side of this place.
Yeah, solid copy. We are here next to the fortified area with Alpha. They need a little bit of medical help.
Okay.
Now, today is time for the spiteful Zeus.
Copy.
East 10, east.
This is Bravo. We just found more enemies, a lot more southwest.
Come check 50.
Solid copy. I will divert as much Alpha as I can.
Yeah, most of them are
not working.
Stab it in my pack, get the blood out. We'll all have 3 for nothing. That's the issue right now.
So they've gotten that one, so I'll go ahead and delete it.
Ground. We're still searching for schematics, right?
Affirm.
Thank you.
Got 1.
We have
Yeah,
1
no,
and 2. We need 3.
We need 3, whatever.
Got 3.
That's all of them.
Engine coming in now.
Ground, do we have everything?
Alpha, move to intercept.
Ground, do we
One
have
more 3.
everything we need? Ground, do you copy?
Ground copy. Send it.
Do we have everything we need, or do we still need more?
I believe we have everything.
This is Bravo.
Copy
We're going
that.
back to Rosella, getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, grab any trucks, anything you can, and just get the fuck out of here. All forces, this is a general retreat. Move out of this area. Grab whatever trucks you can find. Anything, and just get out back to the FOB. How copy?
Bravo copies.
Alpha copies.
Be advised, ground command is commandeering a fuel truck.
Load him into the truck right next to us.
I can't load in.
This is an ammo truck.
We need to leave.
Whew.
All forces.
What
as
a
you're
crazy
retreating with
firefight
your
that
trucks,
was.
Pull back and pick up any stragglers.
Get in the truck.
Load the wounded in the 2 tons.
Stop letting me. I'm trying to put him close.
We're heading back to the trucks south, right?
I know. I've tried him with him.
We're
now.
pulling.
Alpha high.
You're trying to load them in a repair truck. Probably only has the 2 seats in the front because the back's filled with repair stuff. Fun fact for everyone on this net, if you get in a Vic and hit the left or right bracket key, it'll give you an interface on the left or right side of your screen that shows you how many seats are available in the Vic. Oh my god! Oh, that was beautiful!
Ground command is currently leaving the perimeter of the tower.
They just... See, in my opinion, it was fine. Like, okay, the first one runs him over. That one happens. But the second Vic then runs him over. That's just spite. I love it.
They've left 3 people behind.
On the way.
It's gonna suck for those 3 people.
Welcome.
Hey, I mean, technically, Russ RTB'd before anyone else. He just gets to respawn. There's still a few trucks they have up here that they could take. Which I think, because I know Fabit was driving one of them, so I think he's trying to lead the other guy to him. But anyway, are you attached to me?
Yes, I should be.
Alright, I'm gonna teleport us back.
Thank you for this.
No problem. There's still more. We still have like an hour and 15 minutes, but like as I told Tempestal, I'm not sure if they want to keep going. Because especially after I saw they were only kitted as infantry, and I build these AOs based off of the intel from last stop, meaning, you know, what did the Titanians fight last stop? And last stop they fought a T-55, air assets, and whatchamacallit, they had another Vic crew with something. I think it was either a 34 or BMP-1. But, you know, if they then attack, so they're going to fortify, like, their really important areas, like, you know, their research bases for, you know, experimental guns, to counter all of that. So then to attack with just infantry is very risky.
We will replenish people, but we can at least grab some value out of this if we grab as many trucks as we could.
Temp, I will admit, he needs to have more of an iron grip on his ground commanding. He's too afraid to tell people to, like, hey, you need to do this or you need to do that. I still have to kind of coax him to do that, and he'll do it. But the issue is he can't do that in the field, so he wasn't able to wrestle Makarov's squad to stay closer, because Makarov went on the top left side of the AO, and Tempestal took Alpha on the top right side of the AO. And they just, you know, I had fortifications all around, and they just fought the fortifications and took very heavy losses. I don't think I've seen that many losses in a firefight in a very long time. And when you break it down, in all honesty, they weren't fighting more than 2 to 3 squads at a time, depending on their engagement vectors, even though they were spread that thin. What really killed them was the vehicle, and the fact that throughout that entire firefight, they made 0 out of 4 RPG shots.
Yeah, at like less than 100 meters.
Yeah, oh, all of them were short range, which, you know, I get it. You know, I've missed a shot here and there. Everyone does. But 4, if Bravo made that AT shot on that Vic first thing before it wiped them, they probably would have cleared that entire position by then, and we'd be gearing up to do the southern side by now. But, you know, if that one AT guy misses his shot, this is how it can quickly devolve.
Yep.
No, not all the RPGs were fired by Fabit. They were fired by a few other dudes. I mean, hell, at least Dirty got to do a lot of reinserting. I mean, thank God they at least have their one pilot, and he was taken today, because otherwise that assault would have fallen flat on its face. The only way they were able to beat that was just brute force at the end, because they had a really bad tactic mindset. Which, it's actually kind of funny for me to say that, because technically their tactics were good. Infantry was kept on one flank and pushed. The issue was the distance between the infantry was... Let me actually calculate this out.
Solid copy.
They were about 100, 200,
250. roughly, yeah.
No. About from where both groups got mass cats, they were about 150. No, about 200 meters away. But the issue with that was, even though they were still relatively close on the same side, they were still spread out to the point they couldn't support each other. The issue with that was they came from uphill, and if you go uphill, everything that's down in the AO can look up at you, and they came down the openness of the uphill and split off. What they should have done is they should have just taken it by the MSR. Makarov, it's because they found that battle tower. Makarov took his entire squad up there, and Alpha continued on the route that I thought would do him really well. But in doing that, then they separated and went for that main HQ area and got absolutely shreked because they separated, pissed off everything at the main HQ, and because that's the main area, I started ungarrisoning stuff because they reported that they were under attack.
Mm-hmm.
So that then caused them to pretty much get overwhelmed. Again, I tried to make sure that there weren't at least, more than 3 squads engaging them at a time, but, that plus the vehicle assets, it made for some very, very nasty fighting that only about a third of the players could enjoy because the other 2/3 were dying constantly. And that happens.
Ground, where are you? Tempesto?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where are you?
We're just going southwest past the first FOB we assaulted today.
Check.
So I'm going to start deleting bodies.
We are in a blue fuel truck towing another...
See, and then it's also really crazy because someone,
transport.
I didn't, write specifically what they had to do in this objective. So, I will admit I did make this a little bit hard because when you're gonna do, when you're stealing prototype stuff, you don't really know what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
At least that's in my mindset. So, you go to, the place where, out of everywhere it looks the most fortified. It also has, the guys with the craziest shit. Because I had tier 3 level squads, which is my keyword, because everything's in tiers. So, the Titanians only go up to tier 3. The United Feds, the Blue 4 guys they'll eventually fight, will be able to go up to tier 5, similar to the players. But, their best of the best was guarding that, because, that's important for them. So... overall, I think, just going to that area out of everything was a bit of a mistake with one squad. Still, for the fact that they went up on an objective with their entire force and still did preliminary recon where they could to actively avoid the Leopard, I thought that was brilliant. I wish we had more of that. It's a shame that it all fell apart because both squads kind of overextended from each other,
Yeah.
But if they did more of that preliminary recon before they hit objectives like that, they would be golden. It's just, we're looking at 2 different issues in TSP. A, the fact that they usually never recon their objectives unless they're given, a drone or, some air asset that can't be contested. They gotta learn how to do it on the ground again. And 2, splitting up the force, even when they don't know that they're splitting up the force. You know what I mean?
Ground to high. How are we with time?
This is high. You have about an hour. If you want a road trip and take both of those resource fields, you should have the time for it, as long as your players still want to play.
So I copy Alpha Bravo. I need information. Are you still willing to play to gain for more resource fields or not?
Alright, I'll ask my squads.
Yankee still has its brim.
Alpha to high.
Send message, Alpha.
Could you fix the wheel on the car that Nimia and so on are working on? It's not letting them.
Yeah, Roger.
Thank you.
That's
Is GM still fucking...
GM still is fucky with some of their wheels because the Ace Compat doesn't exist because, yeah, people and their petty rivalry stuff.
I'm pretty sure GM decided to do their shit differently. They labeled everything weird from how normal vanilla Arma does it.
Yep. I don't know. I think GM, it's great for some assets, but the ways they did everything is really annoying.
Alpha can
But
continue,
what can you
but
do,
we still
right?
have people yet to come back to
I
base.
still don't like that those vehicles still
Solid copy.
don't have a 1x vehicle fight.
Bro?
Yeah.
Like anything with a foresight on like
This
a cannon
is,
or the AA gun.
Bravo, it seems that
doesn't
most
have
of us
1x.
want to continue.
It's
Yeah.
subsumed in by default.
Solid copy. Once Alpha
Anything
returns,
more,
we'll
yeah.
get in trucks and go on. We will be attacking the resource fields.
Alright, I gotta start garrisoning
to
those.
the southeast.
Be advised, Bravo SL will not be continuing. I have to go now, so you'll have to find a new Bravo SL. Loot my body so you have a long range.
Tell that to your own squad, so... ground command of comms, 1 mic.
I'm already thinking about how I'm gonna word the Zeus feedback post to say, for the record, this is how I base the AOs. This is what you brought last week, so this is what the enemy faction, upon seeing what you brought last week, did. Because I have a feeling, I know some people who really don't, like, who are really keen on op balance. Which I appreciate their criticisms at times, but there's also some ops I do where, you know, they get screwed like that, but that one, that's not the Zeus's fault, that's kind of their own fault, but they don't see it that way.
I feel like we kind of need something more in a written form for, like, how players get in debrief, because verbal debrief is cool, but some people just don't stick around for it.
Yeah.
And I think
I don't, that's...
debrief area might...
I agree, like, there should be player debriefs, but I'm gonna be honest with you, for doing this for, you know, 3-4 years, people don't change unless they want to change, and some people, especially in a casual community, are not going to change. I can tell you that right now. So, yeah, it would be cool to do that, but at the same time, people who want feedback will ask, look, they will ask for feedback, and we'll give it to them. People that want to learn, they'll come and learn, especially by going to What's That Training. I've had some people come and ask me, like, hey, how'd I do in this op? And I go, okay, I didn't watch you this time, but, you know, I'll try to give you some pointers next time if I see you. Or I'll go and, like, play with certain people that, you know, want that feedback. Or I'll say, hey, you know, if you ever see people like Wolf or What's That, you know? If they ever do stuff in a squad, go join their squad. Because you will learn a lot if you have no idea what you're doing.
I mean, we get yelled at a lot.
Thanks,
today,
Arma.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I tell people, like, get a tough skin. Or excuse me, a thick skin. I had to get a thick skin working with some of these guys. And it sucks, but, you know, it's kind of how the internet works.
On the way.
Yeah, you do learn how to play.
Roger.
Having run in Sniper Squad, it's a whole different breed of squad leadership from everyone else.
Copy that. On the way. On the way.
It's a, we're going this way, and you better know how to use terrain, or so help me God, I'm gonna hit you myself.
Yep. I try to pull stuff like that, but usually I end up devolving because people don't follow orders, and I just go, well, okay, fine. It can't be helped.
They sent a new 2 people to their new pub.
No, because we don't let them fast travel, once the first fast travel's done.
Oh, okay.
Because it's basically, it's my way of going, because I'm actively keeping track of time as well, so. This is High Sun Traffic?
That was for you.
Yeah, I called in. This is High Sun Traffic?
You didn't respond, I didn't hear it.
Ground, this is High Sun Traffic.
Hi, be advised, we have completed the objectives here on this side of the map. We will be going back to the island via the pole and then airlifting into those 2 resource fields. How copy?
Roger, good luck. Out.
Out.
Alright, while they do that, I'm gonna write down what we have here. So, let's see. Fuel Vic. Repair Vic. Okay, so 2 Logivics, because I gotta write this down in the asset list updated. Times 2. Times 1 civvy fuel. Large.
Compliment to Bravo. Do I have anyone on net?
And let's see how many wrecks. That's their Vic. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. No, that's the ammo Vic. Shit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. Times 4. So let's see, quick maths. This would be 6 RPs, that would be 3 RPs, and this would be 4 RPs. Cool. Logistics! Alright, I'm gonna teleport us back.
All run squad leader.
Can I get blood?
Who's Bravo? Bravo next to this wall, immediately.
Guys, I haven't done squad leader training yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure.
He disconnected. He said he had to go do something. Snake, shut the fuck up.
Who's the rifleman?
dead.
Hands up. Or just tilt your head.
Let down him.
Stay there.
Whew. What an off that was, though. But they're gonna do a bit more, so we'll let them do a bit more. How'd you get into Zeusing? Originally with my friends back in like 2016, 15-ish. Whenever Zeus first came out, I had a few friends, messed around with them. Didn't really get back into it seriously until I found Luton09 on YouTube around 2017, 16-ish. At that time, I was abstaining from video games to work on school stuff, and then I decided, screw it. After some pushing by Bloodwayne, I made my own channel, joined up in Luton09's group, and after succeeding him and having my own slice of paradise, we're about, what, 3.5 years later? Technically almost 4, because the anniversary is in June.
You'll be able to grab one out of bloody Arsenal. Everyone else can.
Ground to high.
What up?
Can I ask for a favor? Can you give me, can you spawn a box with long ranges so Bravo can pick one up since their squad leader disconnected?
One top in there,
You have my permission?
Yes.
I didn't drop mine on the ground.
Who did your basic?
I don't mean to sound like an asshole, Temp, but what's stopping your 2IC from stepping up to just abort and pick the slot and come back in?
That's not an asshole, that's actually a sensible idea. I didn't even think of it. Thank you.
No problem.
Alpha's loading up in the MI8.
The atomic.
Like, take the slot, you know? Like, you're all back at base. The spawn point is literally right here. Just abort and reconnect. It'll take like 20-second stops. Do I have any pets? Yes, I have 2 cats.
I'm back.
There's a tummy.
Don't worry, I'm joking. I'm
Join
joking.
Bravo and lead them. Go.
Bramble and Sandpaw.
No one touch my fucking loadout, I'll shoot you all.
They don't come into the office, though, because Sandpaw is too spastic to do it. Bramble comes in once in a while, but she chews on my cords, and I can't let her do that.
Yeah, back up.
What are they doing?
He said because he's a retard.
No, Nimi, I've already assigned the atomic.
What are they doing? I'm scared.
I hate you.
What do you mean? You hate him.
Cats. Yeah, JFags, I hope you enjoy it, man. Zeusing is definitely not for everyone. It can be quite the headache.
Jesus has been leading the world. Surely you can lead the...
I'm not gonna lie when I say this, I think I am the most active Zeus in the world simply because of my op output. I don't know anyone else that does what Crap, how many ops do I do weekly?
For the record, I'm a retard.
2 on Sunday, 1 on Monday, 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Friday,
Bravo
1 to 2 on
squad mate will
Saturday.
be the atomic. Just
And
give
then
him,
sometimes
time
there's a
to
second
get
one on
50.
Wednesday too. It depends on the
Alpha
week.
copies.
So anywhere from like
Alpha's loaded.
5 to 8 ops a week.
Is there a reason we have a handcuffed guy in there?
Zam, I swear to God. Yeah, the handcuff guy is a bugged out player entity, so don't fuck with that, please.
That is fake bread.
It's fake bread.
50 check.
Good check.
It's Bread's meat puppet. So if Bread ever dies, he can transfer his soul to that one, but he has to keep it in a constant state of euphoria, or else it'll go on a rampage.
Is everyone in?
You ever seen that Mr. Krabs meme?
Bravo is loaded.
No.
Yankee, take us out.
It's where he's doing the commercial and he has a second version of himself, and it's for the advertising episode. But instead, the caption is pretty much what I just said. It's like, Jesus Christ, SpongeBob memes are the best. You know, we do have Warcraft 3 working again, so we might be able to play Canned Bread. I don't want to see what those assets look like, though, in Reforged. I will admit, though, recently I've been playing a shit ton of Star Trek Armada, and if you go on Game Ranger, you can actually find people that still do matches.
There we go.
I get my ass kicked. It's great. We might bring back Warcraft stream. We're trying to get everyone back in it,
Okay,
but there's
well,
only
we're
like
on the
5
route.
of us that are active anymore.
Alpha Bravo, keep
So we
in
just
mind
gotta
we'll
find
be
more
moving
people.
as,
Jackal, how you doing?
Together, we'll be moving along the coastline.
I mean, I
from
still
the
use my
popcorn and
classic
through the
version
saddle.
because we found out how to make it so
Observe the
that
area, see
you
if
can
we
still
can
play
see
classic on the
everything
BattleNet
and,
servers. They
do
just
some
made it a really
preliminary
complicated
prod,
way because of
and then
course they did.
subsequently
I'm gonna
move
teleport
into
up.
the field. Once we
But,
get inside, I want
There's a game mode I really
Bravo
like
to
playing on
move
Warcraft.
towards
That's the
north,
successor to
northeast,
Founders of the North,
towards
but you
that,
can't marry
access
Holo
road and
anymore.
set up
So.
a defensive position.
Can't marry
in
my
case
waifu,
of
it
PRF
sucks.
from their airfield. You how copy.
Jen Killa, thanks for the resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the
Alpha,
ops. I hope you've been enjoying the
remainder of the
pretty much gladiator match that happened in the north, and keep enjoying the ops. We do have another op after this, guys. It's going to be at 3:30. It's going to be the tier 3 op.
One of us, I think it's me.
Wait, what?
If you look on the map, there's an arsenal module down southwest of us. I think it's attached to one of us.
I don't see it.
I'll believe it then.
Don't. Okay, so fun fact, never, ever, ever delete random game logic things that pop up, because you could literally break the server.
Okay.
Learn that from experience. Okay. Sometimes it'll literally, like, insta-crash everyone, sometimes it'll cause the server to do a massive memory leak, sometimes they won't do anything at all. But that's not a gamble you want to take.
So I don't...
Huh?
I'll just remove it from the interface?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, we have the tier 3 coming up, and it is going to be a tough one. It's going to be on Gulf Coast. The tier 3s are going to be given a limited amount of supplies, and they're going to have to go get more supplies because their overall goal is to capture some prototype aircrafts from a super secret U.S. military base and fly it to Cuba. But to do that, we have to do a few preliminary ops, so it is a mini campaign. First, they got to get their supplies, which were shipped to them by a freight, and we've got some surprises.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
13 months.
Woo, Spartan Nature. Thanks so much for the, not Nature, Nation. God, I am dyslexic. I can't even say dyslexic right. Thank you for the 13-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the ops as well, and I hope you get a kick out of this. Yeah, righto, Jen Killa. I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to change my campaign on a different map. After playing some of, oh god, who's the other Zeus that usually does the 5 PMs? Sirius. After watching his ops really grow and develop, and I haven't
From
always
Brown
enjoyed his ops,
advised,
but the
do not
past two I've
stop
played
there.
have
You
been
will be
really
moving into the,
awesome in a lot of
research
aspects.
field.
Still
I'll be
need some
marking
work
your
in some
blocking
others, but
position.
it's shown me kind of how to really balance 40k stuff. So now I need to do a lot of work, but I will need to change the map because having an open desert map is it's too easy for armor to get things done. So I got to think about. I've been thinking about GOS Kalukan, actually, because that's a really good mountainous foresty map that's also good for air transport and shit. And then with some textures from TIOW, I can easily A, remake towns, and B, find some spots and make some, crazy stuff. So I've got plans. And then there's the 506 thoughts I still got to work on. I'm always working. Yep, I get a little ahead and then I fall a little behind. And that's just how it works. Jeez, they already made dinner. It's 2 p.m.
I will need TP for him once he's back.
Okay.
Alpha, lead the way.
Will do.
I got, someone gave me Bannerlord. Actually, my brother gave me Bannerlord for my birthday. I haven't even had the time to download it. Literally, the few hours of free time I've gotten so far, I've just been playing Star Trek Armada and getting my ass kicked. And then remembering that the hard AI in the campaign are overpowered as shit. Yeah, exactly, Gen Killer. So I'm trying to find a way that I can, map choice, especially for a mod set where everything is overpowered, is really difficult. I really like Temblin Island because there were a lot of ways where I could still have armor be, OP if they were utilized properly. And I could still get stuff for the infantry to do, but it was having too many weird map crashing issues. But I don't know if that was the server or that was the map itself, but I don't want to go back and try that again. So instead, I want to just switch it out. And this is also because the orcs are blacklisted now for the 700th because of, they're waiting for the update for them. And half of that campaign is supposed to be done with orcs. So I can't do that. I would have to ask Ark, and Ark is scary. But I'm gonna literally just go, hey, can we, use this map, please? It would be totally legit. Oh my, please? Nah, but I'm not gonna lie. The work that Ark and Zulu and everyone else that have done on the 700 servers is magical. The fact that we were able to play an 80-person op yesterday with no real network issues that would kill the server. Sure, it's gonna drop the weaker connections. That's to be expected. But it still, even at its minimum point, had 70 people on the server, and the server frames were good all the way up to the town, which, a large town like Zargabad with that many players, it's expected to start chugging, because that's just how Arma is. But, everything to the south of that was intense, and I loved it. Literally, 2 platoons of infantry, a platoon of tanks, an air section, recon, command elements, that was amazing. And it's made me, I want to keep coming back to the 5 PMs, man, because that was dope. I just hope the Black Iron guys don't get chastised too much, because I'm not going to lie, I actually like the fact that there was a second group of Space Marines, and that, once the guardsmen would get up to an area, the Space Marines would come in behind and pretty much support. I thought everything in that op was done really well, and I hope Achilles lets them back in, because that was great. Oh yeah, no, we were getting flamed in that op, and I was still getting a good 20 frames. Which, to anyone that plays Overwatch or all this other shit, when they hear things like 20 or 30 frames, they're gonna immediately and jump out my second story window here. But in Arma, it's great. Especially for flame. Any fire effects to get that level of frames is great. Oh, there goes JFax. Teleporting again, standby. Oh, is that a massive patrol I made? Yeah, that's the massive patrol going around. I don't know. I mean, I have mixed feelings about the 501st. Similar to how I have mixed feelings about Forensic, and I have mixed feelings about StarSim in general. But again, I still recommend people to go to those places as long as they keep their head out of anything management related. It can still be a lot of fun. You just have to go through all the training stuff, but there was something to their training regimen. I will say that, because I used to be second chair on their AT training. We had a massive fail rate, but if you asked one of the guys that passed our AT training to make a shot, they could make the shot. Like, if we found people missing their AT shots, we would literally just yank their AT tags and have them retrain. But it's because of that train I was able to do some really ridiculous AT shots back in the day. I've kind of rusted up a bit on that, though. But, again, every group has their issues. But at the end of the day, who cares? As long as you're having fun in a community, even if they've done some pretty bad shit, in my opinion, as long as you're having fun, who cares? It's the same way of, you know, people using ripped assets from other games, like the Halo Final Dawn mod, or the Russian Stalker mod, where a lot of those assets are ripped. Who cares? As long as you're having fun, screw it. As long as you're not, you know, actively going out and ruining other people's fun at their, like, expense for your own fun, cool. Because I know there's a few people out there that do that, and those are the people that kind of piss me the fuck off. Jesus, Sam. Yeah, righto, Jen. Yeah, every community has its issues, and that's something that, you know, I would hope that communities work on. And there's some communities that do actively work on it, and then there's some that are just simply too big to fail at this point, with the amount of people they influx. Still, I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
Ground, Yankee, ready to check on 15?
Good check, good check. Go ahead.
No, just a radio check. I'm at base, standby.
Solid.
Yeah, I gotta stream the TIOW Thunderbolt stuff. We'll be doing that tomorrow, showing you guys some of the new assets in 40k mod that are gonna come out. Nah, Sundam an ass.
Bravo ground, this is
Trust me, I am.
Alpha ground, this is Bravo, we're gonna start moving.
I am an asshole.
Solid copy. Alpha, just so you're inside the loop, Bravo will move to the blue area and try to set up a flanking position, or at least some kind of an overwatch.
I'm fed. If I'm hungry, then I'm a definite asshole. If I've had food, then I am a-okay. Aren't we all, though? Yeah, it's called hangry. Angry with an H. Anyway, I'm going to reel it back a little bit. Let's look at what these guys are doing here. So, they have deployed on the southern side. They're going to have Bravo form a blocking position, I guess, to stop this squad of QRF. At this angle, it'll probably come in to react, so that's a good call. There is about 3 squads worth of infantry, I believe. 2 garrison and 1 on patrol, and then I've got 2 of the Vics out here. So they are outnumbered. So they are going to have to rely on tactics here to get this done, since they don't have any armor assets to give them a step up. Now, it looks like we are seeing Bravo here flanking around on the left. That's, again, a little curious to see. It looks like that's because Alpha's going to assault from right here. Again, they're going to be a few hundred meters apart, and Bravo is circled these areas, I think because they're thinking there's going to be some cover here, but I don't see it. Like, it's a little bit of defilade cover, I guess, and that's what they're going to rely on. But it's only like a few meters, but still. Yeah, you could make it work, but there's absolutely no other bits of cover. What they could do is they could, you know, do a flanking solution, go down, have Alpha engage.
Bravo, can you give me an
But that would
ETA
only
on
work
your
if
movement?
Alpha was a little closer.
Approximately 1 mic.
As they could have one squad assault from the south
Sorry, copy.
and one squad assault from the west.
I don't want Alpha to sit in the open field.
But if Alpha pulls around and hits this side, they're going to get a similar issue to what they had last time. The difference, though, is with this one, they're A, fully resupplied, and B, there's no immediate QRF that's going to come into similar to the previous AO. Oh, Bloodwing, yeah, you need to keep her fed, otherwise she gets very, very angry.
Are they assaulting across another open field?
Round.
They're pretty much, if you go out of Zeus and look at their map plan, they're doing the same exact plan as last time. But this one will probably work because there's no immediate QRF to cut them off. And they're fully resupplied.
There's no tank and there's no...
Yep. So, honestly, they should have just gone from the forest and the rock cover, but instead they chose the open field because it had a little bit of defilade.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, heavy trees, rocks, cover, concealment.
Yep.
Huh.
Fifth rocket mess of the day. Bravo's knocked out. So I guess Bravo was the bait squad for Alpha to run up? I don't know. Jacob needs to turn right and use his PTRS against that Vic. Oh, too late. They might be in trouble. Yep. I cannot believe they just decided to charge an open... Not charge, but stage from an open field with no cover. They're all down except for Russ.
Nimia has it figured out.
Nimia's going the right way, thank God. I don't know if Nim notices the Vic right. Oh, look, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Nim. Oh, they actually got an AT? Wow. It only took them 6 tries. Nim didn't have ammo. Oh, my God.
Shadow's down, King is down.
Luxie is up, and Russ is up. I think that's it, except for Nimia. Yeah, everyone is down except for 3 people.
Tempestal is up.
Temp's been the bat. Yeah, I'm not counting the ground command team. But yeah.
Wow, that.
Hold on, I'm gonna teleport us by Tempestal.
Bravo, are you moving into the compound?
Hey Temp, I'm your subconscious.
What's up?
Just come over here, follow my sweet, sweet voice. Let me, now I want you to look at bearing, 315, and you get to see the results of what happens when you go in the open. Okay, a little more to your right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when you, stage on the open with no cover. It's beautiful.
This is Alpha 2, I see, I might see Bravo there all down.
This is Bravo. We have a mass cast.
Yeah, right on top of the hill, west side of the compound.
I'm gonna teleport us away. I shouldn't be laughing.
Is the area secure?
I shouldn't be laughing because this is horrible,
Can we move
but
into them and save them?
There's still enemies in the...
Open field or trees with cover and rocks. Open field or open or trees with rocks that you can move up to the edge, get to a perimeter wall, and engage. Like, what? I'm sorry. I should not be laughing.
Command to Alpha.
Send. Like, force like this would
what's
work
the
if it
situation
wasn't
with you?
such an open field.
We have a couple of guys pushing into the compound. We have multiple down. No idea.
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't go from the forest.
So copy.
This is the type of stuff where I don't like. I'm laughing about it. Admittedly, I'm laughing about this, and I feel bad for it. But like, really, like,
failed in less than a minute.
Is this? They all. I can't.
Alpha ground.
Yeah, Roos is up, but he's the only one up. There's only like 5 people up. There's Nim, Prozzy, Roos. Karn is up. Luxy was able to get Karn up. Okay, so there's still like a squad worth of dudes up, and Luxy's getting shot at from behind. But like, damn. Nim is still up. She got hit, but she bandaged. But like, you can't go in open fields. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. Tempestal just vaulted a wall and got mowed down by a machine gun.
Lexi has now realized that 50 cal is still alive.
Yep. Fabit is dragging him back though, so that's good.
Ground, this is Bravo. Most of the guys are dead. Some are still down.
At least reinsert Bird's gonna have a lot to do.
Ground, Yankee.
Ground's down, so he can't answer that call there.
It's like a fucking 20-minute flight.
Alpha's pretty much up. We only have
and here comes that QRF squad that was patrolling both of the fields.
So copy. Alpha, can you stabilize that one down and send your push your infantry?
Prozzy just figured out that 50 cal's still there. Okay.
Bravo, but there is some HMG here.
Yeah, we'll try.
Do they have AT grenades, the RPGs?
I don't know.
Yankee.
Go ahead, Yankee.
But I think Karn's gonna try to... Nope, wait.
He got stuck on the building.
Yeah, no, he can't. I don't think he can see it from that angle. So it's like perfectly hidden from their peripheral vision.
It's an ever so slight death wave too.
Yep.
That wall.
I mean, I'm watching Nimia though. Like, look at all the dead people around. Like, she's just been sniping dudes. It's great. Like, she's stopped the QRF from moving in now. Like, they've gone to combat mode. So they're getting in cover because Nim has been taking pot shots. So Nim's been able to stave off the part of the attack. Nim, oh god, Tempestal's just got... Like, literally, that machine gun is watching that vector, and he just pokes his head out the same vector instead of flanking. Like, this is killing me. This is actually killing me. I'm gonna move the Vic a little more to the right, and instead it's going left. Okay. Well,
very much enemy.
Now we're playing Ring Around the Rosie. Excellent. Now there's dismounts. Luxy needs to kill him. Oh yeah, these guys have Springfield because they're my engineers and they have shitty guns. See, look, they took care of that. So, we still have 2 medics. There are literally 6 people remaining on the field. Is Nim still alive? Nim is still alive, sniping dudes. That's good. See, I'm actually glad Nim's still alive and having a good time here shooting people, because I know she's showing early signs of burnout because she's been having to command so many times the past 2 weeks. I love how Luxy has one of the assault rifles from the previous op.
Probably won't be able to get to you.
As the medic.
Yeah.
I'll throw his that.
I mean, it's fine as the medic, because, you know, first come, first serve for loot. He's also, Karn has one too, and a frickin' rocket launcher. Carl Gustav. I'm glad that they are, you know, picking up guns and stuff. But, I mean, they were forced to in that previous firefight.
Yeah, your critical damage threshold is like 15.
For their health, right?
The critical damage threshold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes like 15 the amount of bullets to drop them down.
So, that ratio doesn't really matter anymore because nothing's standardized anymore. So, if these guys get shot in the face, usually in one shot they're still going to go down. If it's by a big caliber, which, you know, these guys are using M1 Garans, which is like 308 and shit. So, it's still going to knock them out in this headshot because it's a big-ass caliber. But their body, torso, they can tank quite a few shots with that body armor. The issue is that the machine gunners the enemies have, since they're MG42s, it's 7.62, plus their bursts are pretty accurate, especially with players that just stop in the open. So I'm not surprised with the amount of casualties, but still, all the guys that died on that open hill, I'm surprised they went down that quickly. Like, I knew they were going to take casualties, but hot damn, oh, there goes ground.
Ground just respawned.
Nim just got flanked hard by an MG.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, that MG guy, I didn't order him to do that. He just ran. Damn. I missed that.
But there's a lot of fucking shit northeast.
Okay, I might steal those settings then.
I'm gonna ungarrison and charge units here.
Roger.
Try to wrap it up. I'm gonna also send air-based reinforcements from the other airbase, just in the form of a Huey to drop off a squad.
Yeah, at this point they should just leave.
They haven't shot down any of my Hueys yet anyway, but... No, the op's not a fail because they did stuff up here, but this assault, committing a squad in an open field, even though there was a little bit of deflate cover, that was not a good idea. Oh god, that AI is frickin' throwing grenades.
Yeah, I tend to only give each dude one grenade, because otherwise they'll spam them a bit.
Yeah, I know. Well, he was throwing the grenades because there's a group of 3 of them clumped up behind that fuel Vic.
Ground's dead, he respawned.
Nice. Well, I'm dropping Bravo at grid 137011. A black LZ mark, wink wink.
Sorry, copy.
Nice. Go back to base after that, there will be more
I
fire.
respawn at currently base waiting for insert.
Copy. ETA 3 mics.
Copy.
Alpha, this is Bravo. What's your status?
I love how Karn's running back and forth here with that assault rifle, but he's very inaccurate. Grenade might be close enough. Nope, only wounded. So yeah, there goes my counterattack. I still got, what, 6 dudes garrison?
That's the Huey.
I'm not gonna lie though, because of the amount of insanity. Actually, no, they took a special facility. Never mind. I was about to say, like, you know, because of how much of an ass kicking the players got, I would say aggro would go down, but they still got the blueprint stuff, so aggro's still gonna go up.
Attacking.
Fine, that's a wall.
Yeah, I think he was hitting the wall on accident.
Alpha 2, I see Yankee. Is that you above us?
Oh, Prozzy has one of the WA 2000s. I love that meme gun. You can't find it in the world anymore, though.
3 men up. Rest waiting for insert. Quick
We're
question, do we have a
currently-
Huey up?
Negative. That Huey is not friendly.
Alright, squad of reinserts coming in.
From your south, we might take a bit.
Copy.
On the way.
Ground, this is High. Do you copy?
This is ground.
Roger, due to time constraints, take this one objective and then we will index. Over.
Fair. I wanted to do it pretty much that way.
Go on, forces, copy.
Ground, you copy me.
Hey, check it out. Fabit's trying to medic dead guy.
Nope, he's switching from pistol for gear. I would have thought that his head.
Oh no, he bandaged something on him.
His head turned to full 180 degrees might have been a good one.
Oh, cack. So I just realized when I template the squads, it's making the machine gunner squad lead, which I think is funny. Great grenade throw, just knocked 2 people out. That machine gunner, oh my god. Oh, that would have been so bad. Freaking Fabit was not paying attention at all right there.
That squad of 4, they're stuck. Are they still garrisoned?
Yeah, no, the guys in the compound, they're still garrisoning themselves. Yep, so they've rallied who they can and now they're pushing, which is good.
Oh.
Nasty grenade throw, just knocked out Chukabis. Chakobus. Chakoko, I can never say his name right.
That building is floating. Those buildings are floating.
They are oh. Thanks, Alryak. Really cool.
There's a lot of PID issues I'm noticing as well. Like, King of Kings sat there and looked at that guy, wondering if he was friendly or not.
It's a feature. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, look, after witnessing an entire squad go on an open hill and get mowed down within 30 seconds of contact, I'm just not surprised. I'm just like, okay, yep, just keep going.
Yeah, because I was flying over here with the camera, and I was like, okay, yeah, they're taking the long way around. I see where
Alpha
they're going.
Bravo?
Oh, they're going to use the forest land to attack from a blind angle. Okay. No.
Okay. Time is an illusion, man.
Could have easily just gotten their force in a blocking position and gotten the other half to push from one end in.
Yeah, because when I saw them set up that blocking position, I'm like, oh, okay, so they're gonna attack from the, the southeastern corner. That's smart, because that's where all the cover is. And I see Bravo, like, circles this open field, and I'm like, Bravo wanted to move from literally one side of this compound to the other, and it's like, but it says you want to do a blocking position. Question mark?
I don't know.
I don't question it anymore. I just Zeus here.
I just live here.
Let's see if Karn sees the guy's gun. Nope. He's not sticking it out anymore. Uh-oh, Karn. Gets shot in the right arm. Look at this frickin'. They're both reloading too. He's Jesus. There we go. He got shot by Prazi's WA 2000. Wah.
Do it. No,
Copy that.
I'm gonna send. This will be the last squad I do, and then we'll end X.
Wait for the truck to come back up.
This is ground command 12 from Bravo. Do you read?
Yeah.
What's the situation in the field?
Still some enemies about, and there's an enemy chopper that just landed east from the compound.
Alpha?
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Go.
What's the status?
We are pretty much through the fucking compound northeast now.
Okay, they've been 1 for 6 AT shots today. Actually, no, 2 for 7, because I saw a second one in this compound too. So I wouldn't even expect them to hit that Huey at that point, you know?
All forces, if you aren't already moving, entrench inside the facility.
Are they charging out of the compound to go engage a squad on their own? I think Bad Wolf just wants blood because he's died so many times in this op. The machine gunners just want blood. They want revenge.
Alpha, this is Bravo. Be advised, we're taking contact east. Approximately 1 to 2 squads.
Oh, it'd be great if they actually hit the chopper. I've hit a Huey before with a RPG back in a Vietnam op.
On the way. Roger.
That was a long time ago.
On the way.
I'm gonna have these 3 infantry try to disengage. Dude, I watched Bad Wolf get twice tapped in the face, jeez.
Yankee RZB.
On the way. On the way.
Trying to have this one guy extract.
Roger.
Sight line on that 113.
I rarely get to do extracts properly.
Alpha to Bravo. One on three coming in east. Approximate location is behind the smoke east.
I'm just popping it smoke every time.
Yeah, I've been doing it too.
Alpha to Bravo.
This is Bravo stand.
We've pretty much pushed up to the east and northeast. We're holding here. We're waiting for the 103 to pop up again.
Copy that. Mark your position on the map.
It's literally just 50 meters outside of the compound.
Of course, it's just if you can destroy that M13, and I think that's gonna be the end of all contact.
Oh man. Ground, this is Heidi, copy.
This is ground, send it.
Roger, be advised all hostile forces have pulled back from your position. Stand by for index, over.
Solid copy.
Is Eric Arcadia... What? What's that person testified?
Cack.
Oof.
What an up indeed.
Guacamole.
That was brutal. I hope you had fun, but damn. I'm gonna give some play-by-plays of both of those AOs. So the first, start off. The first AO you guys did, I really loved how Bravo's squad, I think it was Makarov within it, they did some preliminary recon before you went in, and you actually adjusted your insert vector based off of you guys spotting the tank that was watching the southern MSR. I love that. I wish you guys would do that all the time, because that little bit of recon helped you in trying to choose the proper insert vector, which, in my opinion, you found a really good one. Where it became an issue was Bravo decided when they saw the battle tower to move their entire squad up there, which that in itself isn't an issue. What then happened was Bravo spotting a large compound, which was the main objective area for that area, went off in that vector as Alpha was becoming a pincemeal because half their force just left and is now going in a different direction. So it essentially became a force split. And force splitting, especially in this situation where you have two squads and literally no support assets, is a bad idea. So what ended up happening was we had multiple waves of reinserting, both on your side and the AI side, to basically see who could out-attrition the other side, and it was eventually they did because they had exhausted their reserves, and I thought, I gave it to you because it was a very long, brutal firefight that basically reminded me of Black Hawk Down, because initial force gets screwed, QRF comes in, gets screwed the first wave, and then the second wave of QRF finally breaks through, and then is reinforced by the third wave. You guys, by the end of that compound, were fighting some of their best guys because they were guarding, a secret technology that would, help them fight you and the Blue 4 guys. So naturally, they fought it with their prototype weapons and stuff, which some of you picked up and used for the rest of the op. So I hope you had fun with that. Sorry if you were in the group that, kept dying, but, I base these AOs off of what you have been doing throughout the campaign. And the profile I've built on you guys is normally you have an armor asset or two with you that is very powerful, so I, had to tank there to overpower you. And another thing that really didn't help you guys was out of the 7 AT shots that were taken today with RPGs or Carl Gustavs or you name it, only 2 of them were made. And that's only the ones I counted. The first 6 that you did in that entire AO, the first one, were all misses. And it was at also critical times that, like if you made those shots would have prevented squad wipes and stuff. And they were missed, and that's why that AO turned into a bit of a slog. The actual objective of that AO was to take 3 schematics. You guys finally found those and pulled out with them, but they were just simple, scroll wheel, interact, pick up photos, and RTB.
Liru, can I just one thing?
Yeah.
I threw a AT grenade at the skull and only smoked a little bit.
And?
Didn't destroy it. Smoked.
Okay, you hit an AT grenade on the hull of something, like,
yeah.
What, do you want it to just magically explode?
Well, it should have.
That's not how...
That's not how it works, yeah.
That's not how it works.
AT grenade to the hull.
Leave it till later, debrief.
Don't argue over that.
Like, did you hit it? Oh, no. I'll put some time to this. Where did you hit it on the vehicle?
Hull.
Okay, yeah, but where?
Backside.
Of what vehicle specifically?
Hull.
No. For something to get a critical cook-off, you have to hit a specific subsystem that would amount to a critical cook-off. GM vehicles are modeled in a way that will follow through, but it also depends on the asset type. But whatever, we'll keep moving.
How much did I miss? Bravo SL?
What?
I'm Bravo SL. I wasn't here for the whole debrief.
That's fine. I'm just going over the AOs. I haven't said anything too critical yet. The second AO, Makarov, you weren't here for this one. I don't know why half of you decided to sit in an open field, but you were all, except for one guy, wiped within 30 seconds, which is to be expected when you sit in an open field. So I don't know what the thought process was there. The AO had a bunch of trees and rocks next to it, just south of the blocking position Bravo marked. So I thought you guys were going to go in on the right side and, use the cover to get up to the perimeter wall, but instead, just kind of turned into a massacre. So just hope you guys had fun nonetheless, and I'll let Ground Command take over.
Okay, I would like to, before I start talking anything, I would like to apologize for everyone for the shit show that was today. At least 50% of the op was my mistake, and again, I apologize for that. As for the first AO, it went without a hitch. The second one, where the special lab was, or the schematics, it was what it feels like an instant. I was watching Alpha take damage, Bravo blow up battle tower, and then zoom off immediately, and before I could react and pull them back, I lost contact with Bravo. Bad Wolf had to jump on when it was his week free of any comms on the long range. Had to jump on, inform me that they're in a bad spot all of a sudden, and while we tried to somehow patch up and get Alpha to fighting strength, I already lost Bravo couldn't count on them until they reinserted. And then we moved in, and it turned into almost a melee. Like if melee was modeled in Arma, that's what it would be. Like people would hit each other with fists and shit like that. Other than and reinserts just kept streaming in just for long enough to get some pieces up. We hold as much trucks and everything we could, which I believe was actually a decent haul, like 4 or 5 trucks worth of shit, of fuel or cargo trucks for scrap or whatever. And then the third AO was where I made the biggest fuck up by telling Bravo to move left what was basically open field, but I told them to go wide because there was on the map a 12-meter high hill, which isn't a lot and cannot be considered a hill, more of a mound. But
yeah, there's another op after this.
I told them to sit down there, wait until Alpha takes contact, and work the ridge so they can support once the contact starts streaming towards Alpha, so they can support them from there, not to run into open field. Why is this my mistake, and why I'm not ascribing this to Bravo? Because each squad leader has a right to interpret the orders the way they want, and squad leaders should have autonomy, and I should have picked a route for Bravo that that didn't involve any second of them being in the open field or a possibility or finding themselves in that spot. So that entire situation was 200% my error, and again, I apologize for it. That would be it for me. Alpha?
To your mistakes, except for the very last one, like putting Bravo in the open, I'd say except for that, the op went fine from your point of view. First objective obviously went very well. We probably shouldn't have all just pulled back, taking out the vehicles, but we didn't know yet that. Actually, did we? I forgot if we already knew that shit was further north, because it could have been easier to just hold there, pull all the shit back, and not just fucking retake the whole fob after the enemy has moved back in again. That doesn't matter. We did it. On 2, we spotted the Leo, Makarov adjusted. We moved up, or rather Makarov took the tower. I asked Makarov, yeah, can we like start moving, which yeah, we could, which we did. We pretty much got screwed on the way in. Thankfully, ground picked up most of us, but it was a shit show. Was probably like 15 minutes until we could move again. Then we got fucked by the armored car. I don't even know what they're called, Scots or something. After that, we finally fucking moved in, got into a melee with pretty much all the special people and the very angry scientists. And that's pretty much where shit went down. It was pretty much just literally fucking melee fight and human wave style attacks from all sides. Somehow I managed to survive. 3 or 4 people of my squad managed to survive as well. Or most of them, actually. I don't even remember at this point. Pulled out. Props to Nemia for finding any fucking vehicle, because half of the vehicles we couldn't get enough people in. Last AO, I kind of just waited until Bravo got into position, started moving, and took 2 casualties, which was me included, getting up to the wall, which I thought was fine. I called for somewhat Bravo to move up because we had 3 people down. And 2 minutes later, I hear that Bravo is entirely dead. That was very nice. Nimia went off on a fucking rampage, apparently. She just played fucking Ghost Warrior half the last objective, which was very interesting. I have absolutely no issues with that. We had 3 people left.
That's
Ground
great.
died as well. We
Thank you,
cleared
Big. I
most of
appreciate
it with 4 people, I think, and then repulsed the fucking QRF that came in. My team did very, very well. I'm sorry for any mistakes I made. I was down quite a bit as well. But that's all from Alpha. Bravo, go.
First objective, we moved in. Everything went fine. Not much to say about that. Second objective, we moved in. I was given ground command while the vessel was AFK or something. We moved around. We spotted the Leo, so we didn't go there, but we went to a different place. Alpha was sent in into the place. We were sent up to the tower and destroyed the tower. Then we moved in. We saw a squad, and it killed us. Our RPG gunner missed it, even though it was almost point blank. But even if he hit it, nothing would have changed, because it was a GM shot, which would have still most likely killed us.
I would have insta-killed the Vic.
Yes, that was
I was watching.
Yeah, that's okay. Good.
Because
so, yeah,
I watch you guys
case,
when you do that. Yep.
Yes, yeah, good. In that case, point is that yeah, our RPG guy missed the vehicle, and the vehicle killed all of us. Later on, when I reinserted, I had the big Chaco Bravo reinserting in our Zil. We moved in and got in the bunker and sat in the bunker, defended it for a long while. Alpha was doing their thing. Alpha got documents, and while we were fighting a shitload of AI moving from the south, southwest, and all that, and then we all got in vehicles and got out as fast as we could. To note, every single engagement, with absolutely not a single exception, the first person to be shot was me, always in the head, which is why I almost never responded. I was down for almost the whole op, so I couldn't respond or order around my guys. First one, I got shot. Then when we drove in there again, I got shot again, twice. Second objective, when we were in it, first thing that happened was the squad exploded the vehicle I was in. Then when we reinserted in the bunker, I peeked the corner and I was shot in the head. So yeah, for most of the op, Bravo was doing a bit more or less of their own will of what to do. But nothing to say to the squad. Everybody did well. No real issues, no lone wolfing as far as I saw. So good job on that. Only issue was, of course, don't miss your RPG at an almost point blank target, please. Other than that, I don't know what happened after I left. So whoever led Bravo, please go.
Yeah, I led Bravo. We landed basically after rearming on the island. We landed on the LZ. We pushed up to a small, I guess, hill. I would call it. I don't really know what it's called. We scouted the target, then ground ordered me to take the squad to the left and put them in a position for flanking fire. I did that. Now the issue with that was that I pushed the squad up onto the top of the hill too early. Before that M113 moved to engage to Alpha, which basically got most of the squad other than the Rusa, which somehow survived, wiped by that single M113. Then we reinserted, pushed after landing. During the reinserts, we pushed up. We have cleared the compound and helped shoot the retreating soldiers and index.
On the way. On the way. Solid copy.
Helicopter.
On the way.
Yeah, fun. I did good. Didn't crash my aircraft. Comms were short, clear.
On the way.
Everything Temp asked me, I did. I don't know. That was all good.
Didn't you say that your helicopter's radio didn't work?
Yeah, so that's on
was
me because I I didn't put your Super Stallion down and I put it in and it's a Blue 4 Vic, so it doesn't have the radio rescript, so that one's on me.
Well, that whole mission was also weird. It's like, oh, you need lift and like for the Vic, and I always thought, like, why don't you just tow it? And me midway flying in, getting hit by I don't care. I'm in the Stallion. And then go back. We don't need you. That was no need to do that, I guess. I wonder who bought that, Vic.
Oh no, the Stallion is there.
Oh, has always been there?
Yeah. It's
Alright.
been since the start.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
forgot to
specifically
spawn it.
for
That's my fault.
Yeah, can I just add one more thing? I would like to address here tier 2s and lowers. You did nothing wrong before anyone gets afraid or some shit. But I would just like to encourage you to step up as a squad leader more, so we don't have a situation like today where I have to volunteer someone to go as a squad leader. Again, if you are even doubting that you will maybe do it, but there is an ounce of you thinking like, I would do it, but I don't know how, like state it as such. Like in a moment like that, it would mean more, and I can guarantee you that there's going to be at least 2 people in your squad who will at least help you and guide you and tell you like, okay, now tell them on the long range to say that, or you might want to do it. Like you had some, especially Bravo, you had some really experienced people, and if you asked for advice, you would most definitely get it. So please, I encourage you to step up when there is a opportunity to do so. Even if you don't know, go ahead. If you ask people for advice, especially on squad leading, you will most definitely get help in any way, shape, or form. I can guarantee you that.
The LDR of what Tempest tried to say is, if you take SL, you will not be ridiculed. So don't be afraid of being shamed. If somebody shames you, just report them, and they will get their face slapped with a 7-day.
Yeah, exactly. On the contrary, if anything, you will be brought up as a good example, and we always want to see more people like that. So don't be afraid to step up.
You learn nothing from doing nothing. Stepping up and getting yourself out there, getting your feet wet. Yeah, sure, you may fuck it up, but you can just use it as an experience to do better in the future. Can't improve if you don't even try.
Yeah, and even if you don't like it, it's just an experience to have. If you have to step up at some point, it's just good to know how to do it, even if you're bad at it.
Yeah, just as an emergency, that you know how to behave in an emergency. If anything, good practice for that. Trust me, no one can hold that against you. So, there's that.
You learn nothing from doing nothing. Really deep.
Additionally, if people start bitching at you for stepping up and not doing a great job at it, you can just say, well then, fucking okay, you had the opportunity to step up.
Exactly.
By the way, Liru?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay, okay.
No, I'm here, sorry. I'm tabbed in.
Yeah, was the experimental weapon the Walter 2000?
No, that's the marksman rifle of the high tiers. The experimental weapon is an AK that you guys will eventually get. It's part of your tech tree.
Okay.
I was personally introduced a couple bullets into my skull because of that.
Yes,
Yeah, me
yes,
too.
we tested on your face.
Yeah,
Yes.
Leo, you tried it on me as well. The PB shot's faster.
I was next to him.
Anyway,
something I forgot to mention to you,
Yep.
Liru. Even though you do look at the vehicles and then key them when they hit, since we're facing only GM vehicles, wouldn't it be wise for us to get GM RPG 7s? It will make it easier for you.
Yeah,
and
but
in that one AO, there were 2 squads facing 2 GM vehicles simultaneously, so you can't end key both of them simultaneously. You know what I
there's
mean?
also 113s. So
The
normal
M113s will get
113s.
killed by GM and RHS alike.
Okay.
So if you change RPGs to the GM ones instead of the RHS ones, sure, they act worse than RHS, but in this scenario they would work better.
All right,
because
I'll
GM
look into
versus
that then.
GM, since that is literally our only anti-tank weapon, as far as I know.
The issue
grenades
is
are
the RPG, like all of its rounds are in tech trees, but I could just like give the GM option as well.
Doesn't GM have separate rounds, or do they only have one? Because I'm not
They
sure.
only have one.
Okay, then never mind.
Well, until we have like the
Yeah,
upgrade
it can
for
be a
everything.
fix for now. We can play it like that.